addressing the need for smart liquidity on Base. Arcadia Finance. Follow. 5-minute read. February 27th, 2025. 222. Arcadia provides easy access to high yields on Base. In less than a minute, users can enter and automate 250 plus Uniswap and Aerodrome-based liquidity pairs. Arcadia is transforming DeFi on Base through a unified liquidity management layer, LML, addressing a critical gap in how liquidity is managed across decentralized exchanges. Today's DeFi landscape faces a fundamental problem. Too much liquidity remains idle or poorly managed. The introduction of concentrated liquidity, CLAMM, replaced traditional DEX AMM architecture as a more cost-effective system, but this increase in efficiency came at the cost of usability. Modern DEX architecture is simply not designed with the average user in mind. Without the tools and knowledge needed to assess risk and hedge volatility, even seasoned DeFi participants regularly see their positions move against them, become unprofitable, or get liquidated. While the rise of yield farming infrastructure and the abstraction of DEXs is trying to restore usability and adoption of DeFi, an accessible entry point specifically designed to unify and simplify liquidity management has been notably absent from this evolution. By and large, yield farming remains risk-prone and inaccessible. This is why we have built Arcadia. Powered by a suite of intelligent tools, it streamlines the complexity of providing, automating, and leveraging liquidity across multiple DEX ecosystems into one intuitive platform, transforming idle capital into actively optimized liquidity. Arcadia, the liquidity management layer. High-yield LP farming accessible for everyone. Imagine you have some ETH in your wallet and you want to deploy it into an ETH/BTC pair and apply leverage using BTC as your debt. Until not so long ago, a simple intent like this would require countless transactions across a range of protocols, each introducing new margins for error and exploits. Even worse, a user would have to unwind his position every time a rebalance was required, all the while suffering a lack of aggregated analytics needed to assess opportunity, profitability, and risk. Arcadia, a powerful intent solver. Arcadia represents a next-generation platform for liquidity management that is both composable and non-custodial without sacrificing ease of use. In just a few clicks, users can import/deploy and manage their Aerodrome and Uniswap positions and access insights on the distribution of liquidity and the profitability of their positions. Using Arcadia lending pools, users can take on USDC, ETH, and BTC margin to leverage their positions and decrease their overall opportunity cost, leading to higher yields and a more efficient use of capital. Just as swap routers aggregate and abstract away DEX trading into a trade execution layer, Arcadia aggregates DEX yield farming into a dedicated abstraction layer or liquidity management layer, LML in short. The symbiotic relationship between DEXs and liquidity managers. Introducing a distinct liquidity management layer on top of the DEX has a couple of key benefits over monolithic systems. First, it frees up DEX protocol resources by outsourcing the point of contact for LPs to dedicated dApps, enabling these protocols to put greater focus on technological innovation at the base layer. Second, bringing the deployment and management of DEX liquidity to a separate layer reduces complexity for the end user. Paired with analytics derived from aggregating on-chain data, this allows for a substantial increase in overall usability and adoption of DeFi yield farming. Analogous to swap aggregators taking over DEX trading, a unified LML is poised to take over yield farming, resulting in a more transparent and accessible market, deeper liquidity, and a superior user experience. Get Arcadia Finance's stories in your inbox. Join Medium for free to get updates from this writer.
Subscribe.
In turn, this allows DEX ecosystems to compete more favorably with CXs and pave the way for a global DeFi renaissance. The liquidity management layer is democratizing access to high-yield LP farming in a way never seen before, activating idle liquidity through AI automation. So you managed to deploy your ETH into an ETH/BTC pair and apply leverage, but the market decided to act up and your position moved out of range. Or worse still, you got liquidated. Despite clear innovations in the liquidity management vertical, a significant part of on-chain liquidity remains idle or ill-managed. The reasons for this are twofold. First, due to the fast-paced nature of DEX innovation, liquidity management protocols often restrict their product offering to specific DEXs or contract standards in an effort to save on integration costs. This leaves certain liquidity pairs unserviced. Furthermore, even if users are able to find the pools and execute the strategies they are looking for, modern CLAMM liquidity needs careful calibration and monitoring while most protocols offer only limited automation, often through undesirable custodial vaults, placing users at risk of theft through hacks. Arcadia Asset Managers, secure and composable automation units. At its core, Arcadia runs on a modular technology stack designed for full interoperability, offering rapid deployment and efficient management for Aerodrome and Uniswap standards, including support for University 4 hooks. A key component of this stack are Arcadia Asset Managers, self-contained automation modules designed to simplify liquidity management while adhering to Arcadia's non-custodial framework. Existing as secure on-chain contracts, asset managers can take cues from off-chain helpers to enable AI-driven automations capable of complex strategies to compound, rebalance, and manage a user's LP positions. DFAI enters the liquidity management layer. Since Arcadia is an open and interoperable protocol, asset managers can be built and queued by any third party with the required expertise. We see a significant opportunity for professional asset managers to build dedicated modules as a SaaS business on the LML. As a wide range of asset managers are deployed by both Arcadia and its partners, DFAI will integrate with the LML to exponentially enhance the user experience and capital efficiency of DEX ecosystems. Two core principles ensuring security. Asset managers follow the single responsibility principle. Each module is responsible for a single action or strategy. Arcadia users can combine these modules to compose unique strategies at their own discretion. Asset managers are non-custodial. Each module can only perform whitelist functions, and users remain in control of their accounts at all times. Intelligent liquidity serves all DEX stakeholders. Everyone benefits from an intelligently managed liquidity layer, but liquidity tends to be sticky. Once deployed, it will likely stay at its venue. What if we had a system allowing DEX stakeholders to actively promote and incentivize smart liquidity over idle liquidity? Such a system would deterministically select the most cost-efficient liquidity. As a result, everyone wins. In the coming weeks, we will detail how the AAA tokenomics actively contribute to our vision of the unified liquidity management layer. The endgame is 100% intelligently managed liquidity, driving the best trade executions and highest yields. Arcadia is backed by Coinbase Ventures, with notable support from Kirok, Fasanara, GFC, No Limit Holdings, Salian, and others.